I've done this one before. Give an example of two sets that are disjoint. You get to do whatever you want there. You can give me a Venn diagram or something like that. You can say, let A be all the odd numbers, right? You can go 1, 3, 5, 7, and let B be all the even numbers. Okay. And let the universal be numbers 1 all the way to 10. Okay, that's called a finite. That's my universal. So if you'd like to state it this way, but I may ask you for a Venn diagram, like how do you know that they're disjoint? Okay, they have no common elements. Okay, I know that set A and B, so just be specific, disjoint, because they have no elements in common or no common elements. If I asked you what would the Venn diagram look like, right, then of course you would just make me a Venn diagram like this, and you just say that there wouldn't be an overlap. I've got 4 numbers in A, I've got 4 in B. So it's almost like you're making your own question. Okay, so it'd be 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. And technically, what's missing there? 10, right? 10 isn't there? So I didn't make a rule for this set. I just made 2 sets. So did somebody say 9 as well, right? 9 is missing and 10 is missing. So in this case, you have to put them out here. No overlap. If I asked you state this, what would you say? The proper way of saying it's a null set, right? Or null. Either one would be fine. You just have 2 brackets with nothing in there, or just a null set. And of A and B would simply be 0. It's like the number of elements in that. So I'm trying to make you see that everything is connected. Okay. So use your creativity. You can use names. You could use animals. You could use trees, flowers, whatever you want, numbers, you name it. It could be that this could be surrounded around like a word problem where you have a 10-sided die, let's say, and let A be all the odd numbers. I don't have all the odd numbers in there. And B, let them be all the even numbers. So you could make a word problem out of it as well if you wanted to. State all possible. This is actually an old exam question. It was like this. All possible subsets given that you have that. So you could have one that just has Abby in it. You could have another one that only has Biff in it. You can have another one that has Charles. Right? These are all subsets. But you could have more, right? Variations. You could have only Abby and Biff. Right? And then you could do Biff and Charles. I don't think the province would have cared if you had them, if you didn't have them arranged, to be honest. Biff and Charles. And I'm missing one. Abby and Charles. I don't know if you noticed that one. And you cannot have Abby, Biff, Charles again, so that's not Okay, that would be wrong. So how many do you have? 6, right? This is foreshadowing our next unit. The way you can tell, like if I ever have a bunch of items and I want to know how many possible combinations I have, right? N of H is 3. Okay, so it's going to be, to figure out, it's going to be 3 times 2 times 1. So whatever number you have, you slowly start decreasing it. 3 times 2 is 6, times 1 is 6, right? 6 options. If this is right now bothering you, forget about it. Just forget about it. This could be done without that. Okay. All right. So to review, I'm just going to say I like page 33 to 36. Was it 30 to 36? Let me check real quick. It started in page 30, sorry. But then there's a bunch of things there. So if you haven't done those, please do them. Page 41, I remember sending you there almost right away. Oh, I was off. 43 to 46, sorry. 43 to 46, they are trickier ones. So I would definitely camp there. If you haven't done them all yet, 43 to 46, I'd definitely spend a significant amount of time there, because you got to know, where do I put the numbers on my Venn diagram to figure out the rest. And if you've done all of that, the last place I'm going to send you is 38 to 42. It kind of reviews everything, okay? It actually says test review. My only complaint about this one is it doesn't have the very tricky problems in it when it comes to Venn diagram. And I hope you remember this part. Let me say it one more time. If you don't know the middle, you want to use pi, right? And you need the intersections. So you got to watch out. I don't know if you need to copy this, but you want to watch out. Like if it's only, it means this part right here, right? This and that only. Or it says this and that, but not the third. We're talking about this, so that number has to go in here. So if this is x and that is 3, let's say, what's the intersection then? It's 3 plus x. So those are things you need to watch out for. Sometimes I may just give you the intersection. It just says this and this, right? If that's 15 for whatever reason, it is 15. Okay, don't be going 15 plus x, because it is telling you what this whole intersection is. Once you find out what x is, let's say it's 2, then you can go 15 minus 2 to figure out this chunk right there. Okay, so if you go through these pages, I'm telling you, you're going to probably encounter everything you need to encounter to be ready for that. I will also give you an AC. I'm not sure if I will. I might keep it for Thursday. I'll just keep it for Thursday. So you just work in the booklet, work through these questions, and then we'll do the rest later. Any questions? I'll come around and I'll post a bunch of answer keys so you can check them. Go ahead. Okay? Anybody, I should ask, anybody done all of these questions? If you're done all of them, come and see me. I will give you stuff. Yeah, I'll give you stuff. And if I give one person that, then I'll give everybody the option as well. So I'm not just going to let you